Traders, how the devil are you? I hope you're all good, guys. We've got big news coming out shortly. I'm sure you're aware of this. If you're not, you should be. So, guys, yeah, we're gonna keep an eye on that news as it comes out later. So, in about 30 minutes, we're going to look at a few things that are potentially setting up, but our hands are tied, really. You know, when you've got big news like that coming out, you can't really, you cannot trade. You'll be gambling, basically, guys. So, yeah, we're going to look at a couple of things that are setting up anyway. Obviously, we'll look at the news as that comes out and see the reaction of the CPI. And guys, there's a lot of this CPI figure seems to be the main reason for the Fed upping the interest rate or not. So it's been pegged as quite a big piece of news today, guys. All right. I mean, CPI is a big piece of news. It's all to do with inflation, but it feels like it's been even more hyped up than usual. But as you know, guys, we don't trade the news. We let the news come out, and then we can, once the dust settles, we can start having a look at it. All right. So that's the plan. Let's have a look at the live chat, see who is in the house. Cop Prod, happy days, mate. I made it. Yes. How are you doing? Good to see you again. Yeah, I'm all good, Cop Prod. I haven't had any trades today. There wasn't many setups anyway. I'm just sort of been waiting for this CPI data. So quite a chilled, mellow day. Like most of my days, really, guys. I try to be chill and mellow. I like to be like a 60s hippie when I trade. So let's just take a quick look, guys, so you're fully aware. Yeah, we've got all of this data coming out. Yeah, we've got core CPI month on month. Okay, so the forecast is 0.2%. Let's see if it's better or worse than expected or as expected. And then we've got CPI month on month and year on year. Again, 0.2 for month on month, 3.3 for year on year. So, all eyes are on this, guys. But not to forget, we also have some big employment news here as well, this initial jobless claims. All right. So this is people, basically how many people are claiming unemployment. All right. And CPI, guys, is inflation. It's measuring the rise or fall of a basket of goods, really. Yeah. So this is all what we're going to be keeping our eye on in 25 minutes. All right, guys. So yeah, remind me, because I just chat. I'm like I don't know what I'm like, but I chat. So yeah, reel me in when the news is coming, guys, because it's big news. We're gonna play the news game. Yeah, we're gonna let the news come out, and then you're gonna decide if the news was better than expected or worse than expected or about as expected. And we'll see that reaction on the charts. Right, let's see. So Hamid, hello there. Cop Prod, I wanted to trade. Yeah. That's the problem when there's big news, guys. You sometimes you have these wonderful setups. You've been waiting hours and hours and hours for this beautiful setup, and then you can't take the trade anyway because you got big news coming out. Yeah, it can be a little bit frustrating. But I would say we need this CPI data to get these markets out of this funk that it's in. Yeah, there's a lot of contradictory information. There's not many setups. So this CPI data could really blow the cobwebs out. Colin, hold on to your hats. Exactly. We'll say this, and then it will be the most muted response you've ever seen. Because, right now, we haven't had a setup yet, but, this gold trade that I spoke about, if we go to the day chart, I'm seeing that we're in a downtrend, okay? And we've still got a little bit more room back down to these daily lows, okay? And, look at these candles. Look at those bearish, bearish, bearish. They're getting more bearish as they go along. So, it's retraced to a really nice level. I would really be keen to get in on this, but, CPI data. So yeah, if we drop down to the H4 now, yeah, you can see H4, it's a nice setup. It's a nice setup on all time frames. H4's in a downtrend. It's coming back to this area here. Perhaps it catches up with the moving average 20 as well. This, what was once support, becomes resistance, and then bang, we take it lower. All right. And yeah, let's have a quick look at the H1 as well, because this is generally what I enter on, guys, the H1. And all I'm looking for, guys, in this gray zone is a nice bearish candle. Might look like this, might look like this. Yeah, but I'm looking for this to take price lower. But it's all going to be news driven anyway. So there. Russell Reed, voice of experience and restraint. Tom, how much do you use sentiment, bullish consensus to time a trade? So, Russell, good question. It's all technicals for me. Yeah. Everything I need to know to take a trade is in these charts. Yeah. It's in the market structure trend. It's in the support and resistance levels, and it's in the candlesticks. So, if you want to look at this trade, we talk about sentiment or who's in control, it's sellers. We're in a downtrend, and just look at these bearish candles. That tells me everything I need to know. There's also other things I need to be aware of. I need to have room to move into, back down to here, which I do have. But, that is bearish sentiment. Bears are in control. It's not me guessing or thinking bears are in control. It is there in black and white, or red and green in this case. And it's all there for me to trade. Yeah. So it's as simple as that. Yeah. Structure, trend, support and resistance levels, candlesticks, and value. Yeah. And this retrace to here represents value for me to come back down. All right. So this has got all the hallmarks of a good trade, but we've got bloody news coming out. So we cannot do anything. All right. So yeah, hope that answers your question, Russell. Greg, good day, Greg. How are you, mate? My shocked face. If you want strange emojis, guys, with my face, then you can become a YouTube member. Simply Forex YouTube member, guys. But that's not, I wouldn't even say that is a perk, but there you get other perks, guys. So I will prioritize your questions. We also give you access to exclusive content depending on which membership you use. So check that out, guys. Vikram, do you ever take a low risk trade pre-news when it's in your gray zone? I'd be lying if I said I haven't, but it's gambling. Yeah, it's gambling. There's no room for it. I'll tell you what we'll do now. We'll look at a little strategy we can use for the news. All right, I'll show you this very shortly. Colin, is it better to watch the news with the H4 to calm the nerves? Good question. Yeah, I mean, if you looked at the news when it's released on the 1 minute chart, you would go immediately grey and age 10 years. But on the H4, it's going to look less volatile. But let's be honest, we shouldn't be in a trade. So whether it's the minute chart or the H4 chart, it doesn't matter. Yeah, we shouldn't be in a trade anyway. And I actually put a vid on the VIP Discord, guys, explaining if you are in a trade when news comes out, there are a few things we can do. But let's look at all of that then. Dances with Wolves, excellent film. Kevin Costner. Do you trade crypto? I don't really trade crypto because it doesn't follow market structure and price action as well as most of the other Forex pairs. And it's too susceptible to news, and macroeconomic news. You know, if Ecuador decide to use crypto as their currency, crypto whips up. You know, if China stop using it in stores or something, it whips down. You know, it's too susceptible to news. Yeah, so I keep an eye on crypto. I've got it here, specifically Bitcoin. But let's be honest, this price action now on Bitcoin is disgusting. Yeah, untradeable. It comes down, untradeable. Yeah, this is the day chart. Yeah, for me to start trading Bitcoin, yeah, it needs to come out of this. If it starts shooting up, yeah, or starts shooting down, because we're in a box of indecision. But no, generally I don't. Yeah, but I will keep an eye on it because I know some of my viewers are interested in Bitcoin, and I will, if I see a setup, I will do some analysis on it. So hello, Dexter. So let's take a look at this news. We know we've got big news coming out, yeah, and it's US dollar news. So let's look at the euro. This is one strategy. This is like a straddle trade. Let me pull my grey zone across because we are at an interesting level. All right. So, you know, we're at an interesting level right now. This is a new strategy. All right. So with this new strategy, you do have to be careful with slippage, because when the news comes out, that spread widens massively. The spread currently, yeah, is 0.2. Yeah, but when the news comes out, that could be 10, 20. Yeah, you know, slippage is a real thing. But there is a new strategy. I know a trader years ago who traded this. All right, and you don't know what the news is going to be. No one knows what the news is going to be. If anyone says the CPI should be better than expected, tell them they're talking nonsense. I was going to say something a bit more brutal, but just say, no, you're talking nonsense. You do not know what the release of that data will be. But what we can do is this. We place a buy order here, and we place a sell order here. Yeah, and this is an order, not market execution. So if it's better than expected and news, you know, and the US dollar gets strength, then it's going to come shooting down. It picks up your sell order. It's unlikely it will pick your sell order up at the exact price because of slippage, but it will pick your trade up. Maybe it will pick it up here, and then you just quickly trade it as if it's a scalp. Yeah, price comes shooting down, you just close the trade. Yeah, and you make X amount of pips. Or news is worse than expected and the euro shoots up, takes your buy order. And again, it's like a scalp. You're not in this trade long. Yeah, you price shoots up again. You probably will not get filled at your exact price. You may get filled here. Yeah, and then you just look to take a few pips that way. So I know a trader that does this with great effect. Yeah, and it's a very simple strategy. In options, guys, this is called a straddle. Yeah, you have a buy here, a sell here. Yeah, and it takes it either way. So that is a strategy for the news guys. Yeah, you could try it out for yourselves, you know, but do, you know, on a demo or ridiculously small trade size like a micro lot, and see what you think of it. It is a strategy that people trade. So yeah, and also guys, yeah, if news is coming out and you're in a trade. All right. So a few things we can do. Let's say you were buying euro US dollar from this candle here. All right. And your target is way up here somewhere. So first and foremost, if you're in profit, your stop's here. Yeah. And you are nicely in profit. I would close some of the trade. Let's say you close 50%, you could close 60%, 70%. Yeah, it's up to you. But I would take some profit and then I would move my stop loss to break even. And then this is a wonderful free trade. This is where you want to be when news comes out. The right side, you're in profit. Yeah, but take some profit, move your stop to break even. Yeah, if it goes up another 100 pips, wonderful. If it comes down and takes out your stop loss, not wonderful, but okay. You've still made profit. Okay. Or if you want to, again, you've entered here, your stop is here. If you want to keep 100% of the trade open, again, just take this stop loss and put it below this candle. Okay. Yeah. If it comes down, takes it out, no problem. You've still made this profit. Or if it whips up, happy days. You could make a killing today. Yeah. But you are trading the news, but this is a risk-free trade on the news. And this obviously only happens if you are in profit already. Okay. So I use these techniques when I'm in profit and news is coming out. So yeah, these are a couple of techniques you can use. If you're in a losing trade and news comes out, let's say you entered on this candle for a buy. You're trying to buy this market. Oh no, yeah, okay. But let's do this. Let's go back in time. Now, let's say you bought here. You bought on this candle because it's a nice bullish candle. You bought here and your stop loss is here. So again, guys, what are your options? So you are currently in a loss. So, you know, what can we do? You can close the trade here and now. Yeah, that's your first option. Just close the trade because you have limited your risk. Yeah, close it here. All right. Or you can move this stop loss to here, but chances are with slippage, it's going to get taken out anyway. All right. But those are your options. You obviously have less options if you're at a loss. Or you could just leave your stop loss where it is and say, look, this was my trade idea. I'm leaving it. All right. So, yeah, those are your options there, guys. All right. Right. Okay. Lots of questions. Lots of people coming in. Hello, people. How are we all? Nice to see you. I don't see you, but nice to hear from you. Poo Poppy, I might start demo trading the news. Okay. Give that strategy a go. And we would love to hear your results, Poo Poppy. Do that as an experiment. Yeah. Just put a buy and a sell. Big news. Yeah. Worst case scenario, you're going to end up in a buy and a sell. Okay, but then you can just close the trade. Right, what else are we looking at, guys? Hamid, I hope this is not a personal question. I apologize if it is, but what is your training schedule like? Do you exercise often? Do you prefer a special program? So, you know, it is a good question, Hamid. And I go to the gym pretty much every day because I like the mental state the gym puts me in. Yeah, I almost get all of my, you know, out down the gym, and then I come to trade. I'm very relaxed. Yeah, I'm very, you know, chilled, relaxed, ready to trade. So I would say, good question, Hamid. The gym definitely helps me trade from a psychological point of view. Yeah, if I didn't go down the gym and I had a lot of built up, you know, I don't want to take that into the markets. And I could think of a better word, but you get what I mean. So no, yeah, exercise. I don't have a special program, just stuff that, you know, gets it out my system. I feel good. I feel strong mentally. Any exercise really, guys. Dexter, right, who else? Dexter, I'm waiting for Euro Aussie dollar to retest any bullish price action. I'll be interested. All right, we'll take a look at Euro Aussie dollar. Let's just look at the members' questions first, guys. Because if you're a member, guys, I will take your questions first. So, Colin, I'm hedged. I would not be in a trade with this news. No, I mean, it could go anywhere. I have nothing else to do, okay? Poo Poppy, a good enough reason to try a new strategy. Tom, don't you have a video on how to trade the news? I do, guys. I believe it's in my VIP Discord channel. But the editor will check that out. Yeah, maybe he can put it here. The editor will decide, the elusive editor. Poopon, if I win, I'll let you know. If I get it wrong, you won't hear a peep from me. Yeah. Yes, that's trading. If you do a good trade, everyone's like, look at me, I did a good trade. Yeah, if you do a bad trade, everyone's, you become a little quieter. Okay. Healthy body, healthy mind. Exactly. Do you use trend lines, Zorro? So good question. Yes, I do. I prefer horizontal support and resistance. Yeah, I do. But I know Euro Swiss franc. I plotted this trend line because it was important. So I do plot trend lines. Yeah, like this. So this is a nice one on Euro Swiss franc. Let's look on the H4. So yeah, I know where they are. I pay attention to them, but so if we're shorting here, this would be my target. I'm fully aware of them. But what I really pay attention to are these horizontal levels. I would argue these are more powerful than diagonal trend lines. Okay. So yeah, but I do plot trend lines. Yeah. And if you think of this, as an upward channel, oh dear, excuse my line, been drinking again. You need to plot something that's parallel. Something like this. Yeah, you need to give it a channel. Yeah, a channel that it's in. So arguably, guys, if we get a retest here, this could move back up to this high here. So I do plot channels. I am aware of trend lines like this, but I pay particular attention to the horizontal ones. All right. So yeah, good question. I hope that answers your question. Let's remove this one. I will keep the other one. Only 5 minutes now until the news, guys. Yeah, you can overdo it, guys. You can overdo it in your support and resistance and your trend lines. If I go down to the H1, this is a trend line. And it is. There's no denying it. But what I'm waiting for is this. I'm waiting for structure breaks. So if we look at the H1, yeah, it's hitting this trend line and is coming down. Yeah, it is. But what I'm particularly paying attention to is this area here. Because if this area here is broken, we have a change in structure because we have higher highs on the H1. Yeah. And also what I'm interested in this, it's a red flag because we're not creating lower lows. So I'm looking at structure to guide me. Okay. So I wouldn't just trade a break of this trend line because arguably, look, if we look at, this candle here broke this trend line, but I'm never going to trade that. I will wait for a break of structure. And then this candle, yeah, is a good buy back up to this level. All right. So yeah, you want to be able to see price action and market structure. That's the most important thing. You don't want your chart totally littered with gray zones, trend lines everywhere. It's the price action in terms of market structure that is the real driver for me. Again, here, this is now creating a level through here. Yeah, That's what I'm interested in. Because at this point, you know, if it comes down and then breaks this level, we've had a change in H1 structure. And I would look to take price lower. And at this point, this trend line could be a nice target because it's at a nice, you know, level here as well. So yeah, that's more what I'm looking at and more what I pay attention to with regards to price action, not these trend lines. I will remove that one. Yeah, I wouldn't put that trend line in. Yeah, all I care about is a break of that high. All right. So yeah, I hope that helps you, Zorro. The Mask of Zorro. Quickly, 3 points. Who was the actor who played the Mask of Zorro? Or was there 2 of them? Quizzes. We do quizzes even about movies. Doesn't even have to be trading. Yeah. Which actor played the Mask of Zorro? Right, guys. So I won't look at any more pairs right now, guys. Yeah, because the news is coming out. Poo Poppy, correct. Denny, correct. Antonio Banderas. And who was the female lead in that film as well for 3 points? I'm just killing time before the news comes out. Yeah, 3 points, guys. Who was the female lead in The Mask of Zorro? Tantar, correct. Catherine Zeta-Jones. Yeah, correct. Married to Michael Douglas from Wales in the UK. Right, guys. So we're going to keep it. Let's have a look at Euro US dollar. Yeah, now let's have a look at pound US dollar. Because I'm from the UK, let's keep an eye on the pound. So what we're going to do, guys, rather than look at the news when it's released, yeah, we can't do much about it. It's going to be released. Yeah, we won't look at the news. And what you're going to do is just look at the pound US dollar chart, and you're going to tell me if the news was better than expected, worse than expected, or as expected. All right, so we've got a countdown now. Got 30 seconds. Just talk amongst yourselves. Maybe some more movie trivia. Can't think of any right now. Denny, Catherine Zeta-Jones, correct. I forgot about Zeta-Jones. She was hot. Yes, she's an attractive woman. All right, guys. So 5 seconds to go. Right, let's just look at the reaction on pound US dollar. Okay, so this reaction, yeah, we are seeing pound strength, US dollar weakness. Yeah. Okay, let's give it a few more seconds. Okay. So guys, you know, simple question. What do you think? Do you think the US dollar news was better than expected or worse than expected or about the same? Just quickly, guys, answer the question. What do you think? Okay, while you answer that question, guys, I'm going to have a quick drink. Yeah, definitely worse. I'm clueless with news. I admire your honesty, Poo Poppy. Wait, actually better. Okay, so we would expect, this is the world of trading the news. I haven't looked at the news. Yeah, I haven't got a secret monitor over here or anything. I do have a monitor, but it's not secret. So you would expect pound strength like this. You would expect US dollar news to be a lot worse than expected. Yeah, would you agree? Let's take a look at the news. Okay. Yeah, worse than expected, guys. All right. So the big 3-star rating. So this one was as expected. But then after that, guys, we've got Yeah, okay, this one was as expected, but this one was worse than expected. And the other big news was this was worse than expected. Okay. And then if we just look at CPI data in general, this 2-star rating was worse than expected. You know, so yeah, there was more worse than expected on the big news. Okay. This CPI year on year, this initial jobless claims was worse than expected. And, you know, as you surmised, yeah, like the great Sherlock Holmes, we are seeing US dollar weakness. I'm going to go to my gold trade now because I wanted to trade gold at that level. But, you know, I'm okay. So that's shooting up. Yeah, exactly. You know, this is a bit of a non-trade now. You know, gold, if we do see, you know, a bit of a bearish reaction here, you know, it might be in a couple of hours, but this is also a nice level for gold. So this gold trade isn't over, but obviously it depends greatly on what happens to this candle, you know, in the next couple of hours. Because I'm still looking to short gold, but, you know, let's see what happens. Let's wait for the dust to settle. If we look at the H4, you know, it still makes sense as a trade. You know, we might even see a big wick here, come back below the moving average 20. But again, I'm not going to jump in on that trade. That would be suicide. But what I will do is let the dust settle and see if we get a bearish setup. Yeah, we might not. I won't trade. If we do, I will. Let's look at some cross pairs. Let's see how, because the yen pairs have been difficult to trade. Let's look at New Zealand yen. Okay, so that's meant yen weakness, really. Yeah. New Zealand yen is shooting up, so we're seeing yen weakness. Let's look at pound yen. Yeah, this yen weakness as well. It's interesting how some of these cross pairs, they don't have the US dollar, you know, in the pair, but it still meant yen weakness. Let's look at CAD yen. Okay, let's look at H1. Yeah, we're seeing some yen weakness. All right, let's have a look at another cross pair, Euro Aussie dollar. Some of these might just be technical plays, guys. Yeah, price has zoomed down to a level. Denny, was it Denny or Dexter? You were looking at this. But again, I wouldn't trade this right now. I'd let the dust settle, guys. Okay. So there you go, guys. That's the news out. Yeah, and it was worse than expected. Okay, so yeah, let's look at that trade that I suggested earlier on. So remember my trade idea, the trading the news. We put a buy trade here. Yeah, we put a sell trade here. Yeah, so you would have, you know, but you've got to be quick, guys. So basically we put a buy trade, a buy order and a sell order before the news. Yeah, and if it shoots up, you know, but you could have, you know, you could have taken some nice pips out of the market. You know, that shot up 30 pips. But it's a quick in and out, guys. You're not going to keep hold of this trade. If you adopt this technique, Poo Poppy, you said you might give it a go. And genuinely, we'll be interested to see what kind of results you get. You know, you're in and out of it. It goes up, take profit, done, finished. Yeah, you finish for the day. What else are we looking at? Yeah, I normally hate the news, but the market needed a shake-up. Yes, it did. Yeah, I agree. So if we look at some of these, this euro US dollar, all right. So this is, for me, this weekly chart, I want to trade. Yeah, I want to trade this chart quite badly. Yeah, because it's at such a beautiful weekly level in here, euro US dollar. Okay. Yeah, we're in an uptrend. Higher lows, higher highs. Yeah, we're back at a level of support and the moving average 20. Yeah, and now, yeah, we're potentially seeing, well, we've already had a nice reaction here with this wick. But now this weekly candle, obviously we've still got tomorrow to go. But if this weekly candle finishes like this, then I think we potentially got a really nice Euro US dollar long trade here. But if we go to the day chart, yeah, what are we seeing? So here's a question, guys. Yeah, on this weekly chart, yeah, here's a question for everyone. On this weekly chart, I really like this level for buys. Yeah, and we're also seeing a bullish reaction. Yeah, and I think we can take price up to here. Okay. All right. So I like this idea. We're with trend. We're at a nice value level. We're at support and resistance, and we're getting bullish candles. But if we go down to the day chart, so what do I need to see, guys, on the day chart? This is a question. I like the weekly chart. Yeah, I really do. But on the daily chart, what do I need to see for me to start buying this pair? All right, guys. So I'll give you a few seconds. What do I need to see on this day chart for me to start buying Euro US dollar? I'll have a drink. You give me your answers. Okay, so Denny, value. All right, good. I'm always looking for value. Daily green candle holds and closes. A retracement. All right, good. So these are all things I look for, guys. Vikram, you are on the right path here. Think about closed daily candle as it is now. Okay. Any other answers, guys? Okay, so first of all, guys, good, because I look for all of those things that you've just listed down, I look for. All right. But the most important thing here is I need a break, close above the moving average 20, get above the 20. Okay. Yeah, that is also a good point as well. Bullish close above your gray zone. Cam, yeah. Cam, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. So what I need, guys, I love the weekly chart. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I love the weekly chart as much as I love Gal Gadot, aka Wonder Woman. But what I need to see, guys, is a break of this structure. Yeah, because if you follow structure, we are in a downtrend stroke range. Yeah, we're in a downtrend stroke range. All right. So for me to start looking for buys, I need to see higher highs. All right. So if this candle as it is right now, if it finished now with this wick, you know, it's no coincidence it's bouncing off that moving average 20 and this resistance level. If it finishes like this, we have not had a break. Yeah. If this candle finishes like this, we have not had a break of these highs. Simple as that. And this would still not be a trade for me. Look how this is reacting at that level. Yeah, it's not a coincidence, guys. Okay. Remember, that US dollar news was worse than expected. And now look at this reaction. So I would argue this is technicals overriding fundamentals. This is a nice technical level for shorts, and therefore it's coming lower. All right. So interesting. Yeah, we'll look at that on the H1 shortly. So if it finishes like this, no trade. All right. If we get a bullish green candle, yeah, that finishes like this, yeah, excuse me, it's not easy to draw with a mouse pen, especially when you've been drinking vodka. Okay, if we get a nice bullish green candle that looks something like this, breaking out of these highs, I am concerned about the moving average 20, but I would still take this trade. I would still be looking for longs because I have that weekly support, and now we've had a daily structure change. Yeah, I would be all over this for a retrace. Then we start buying, and look at all the room we've got to move into up to here. All right, guys. So that's what we're looking at. So what will be really interesting today, guys, is if this holds. Yeah, because if this holds, what is that saying? That is saying that although the news was worse than expected on the US dollar, we don't care. This is a very nice technical level that we don't want broken, and we are shorting from here. All right, but I still wouldn't short this because of that weekly chart. So yeah, so guys, yeah, you're on the right path with that, guys. Yeah, and hit the like button if you like Gal Gadot. Yeah, and guys, yeah, but so that's what we're looking at, guys. Yeah, let me just mention something. So first of all, yeah, if you're new to the channel, yeah, and you're enjoying this live stream, you enjoy my analysis, then subscribe to the channel right now, guys. All right, subscribe to the channel. It takes 1 second. Also, smash the notification button so you receive an alert every time I post a vid, guys. And also, if everyone who's listening right now could please smash the like button. Smash the like button if you like the live stream, but also if you like Gal Gadot. Yeah, I'll give you a second. I will have a drink. And now's probably a good time just to mention a few things we do on the channel. So first of all, guys, if you haven't joined our free Discord channel, it is free. Come join it. Yeah, we've got traders on there sharing ideas, knowledge, trades. We've got indicators. We've got psychology. Yeah, we've got loads of cool things in there, guys. So come join the free Discord. The link is in the video description and the live chat. My editor, my elusive editor, will put it in there. Secondly, guys, we've also got the VIP Discord channel. You do have to pay for this, but you get access to me throughout the trading day. So you can ask me questions if you're not sure about anything. I also give you my trade ideas as and when they happen. We have 2 other in-house expert traders sharing their trade ideas as well. I give you exclusive content every week, and you have access to a fully qualified performance coach should you need help with performance. Yeah, cool things. The VIP Discord, the link is in the video description and the live chat. Also, guys, we've got a mentorship program. If you would like to be mentored one-on-one with myself, drop us an email and we'll send you the details of the mentorship program. The email is in the video description. And finally, guys, if you would like to become a Simply Forex YouTube member, then you can. If you watch the live streams, my analysis vids, and you want to support the channel, then you can do so from as little as $2 a month. You get some cool perks, as in I prioritize your questions. You get exclusive content on some of the packages. You get funny little emojis. Yeah, lots of cool perks. So come join and become a member. All right, guys. So yeah, that's that. All the things I just mentioned are in the video description. Right, guys. Yeah, let's look at this on the H1 now. This reaction. Look at that, guys. Yeah. Let's take a look at this news again. Yeah. As expected. Yeah. As expected. Worse than expected. Worse than expected. From that, you would not expect that reaction, unless we was at an important level, yeah, in terms of sellers are sitting in here. Yeah, it's a pure technical play. Yeah, let's have a look at this reaction with gold. Yeah, because gold is obviously, again, yeah, I mean, look at this. I'm tempted, yeah, depending on when this H1 candle finishes. So it finishes in about 13 minutes. I'm contemplating taking a short here. Yeah. What I might do, guys, I mean, this is going to be a crazy big stop. So what I might do is, if price comes shooting down, I've missed it. All right. But if price finishes here on the hourly candle, then it retraces, which normally happens a lot. Then I might kind of try to enter here with a sell and put my stop above here, because then I'm only risking this and my reward is vast. All right, so I'm contemplating this trade. If I do take it, guys, I will put it in my VIP Discord channel. Okay, guys, so any more questions, guys? Because like I say, we're just news. You just sort of have to wait for the news to, you know, settle down. Let's have a look at oil, because oil was one of my trade ideas for today. All right, so still hasn't retraced. Yeah, I'm looking for oil to retrace into this grey zone. Yeah, back to this level here. If it does and we get a bullish reaction, I'm still interested in oil. So we'll keep an eye on that. But that was it. Those are my only two trade ideas today: gold short and oil long. And we might be getting a setup on gold. All right, guys, we're going to leave it there. I hope you've enjoyed the live stream. If you have, everyone, please smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and come and join us. Have a great rest of your trading day, and I'll see you for the analysis vid tomorrow.